example of a nonviolent technique in American history that's been extremely successful is that in 1942, in Los Angeles, a group of people developed what they call the sit-in, and the first desegregating of lunch counters and restaurants and recreational places in Los Angeles in the 40s took place from that group. And I've not seen a story of this anywhere. I know it from some of the people. And they used the sit-in and the picket. And their first sit-in was to go to the old Bullock's Tea Room, which was in Bullock's department store on Wilshire. And they sat in the tea room, which refused to serve people of color, black people or Asians or Mexicans. And through that effort, they caused that department store to then allow the Bullock's Tea Room to serve everybody. That's a good illustration, because in '47 I learned from that as a freshman in college. That's where I began to learn that there's such a thing as a sit-in. Okay, a sit-in is one technique of nonviolence. It was used in Chicago in '42 or '43, used in Cleveland. So the first desegregation of theaters, recreational places, restaurants, lunch counters, and so forth in the United States began with that technique. 1960 rather, it becomes the sit-in campaign, where in 50 states, students and civic groups and university groups sat in their communities or supporting us who had launched the sit-in campaign in the Southeast. And we basically desegregated service for people of color all across the country.
Here in LA.
We did it with that effort. Now, that's really not in most of the books, but that is a reality. And it will be in my book. So, how did Glendale and San Clemente take down their signs that said no Negro should be in Glendale after sunset? No Jew. They had signs like this. No Jew should let the sun set on him in San Clemente. These are signs in the 40s and 50s and 60s in California. Now, undoubtedly, if someone researches this, you'll find out that there were signs that said that no Chink, no Indian around. So these were signs that were evident all over the country. Well, the nonviolent direct action movement in the United States started the process by which those signs began to come down in the 60s. And then Congress, with Adam Clayton Powell as the chairman of the House Committee, and with President Lyndon Johnson, signed the 1964 Civil Rights Bill, which had as one article, such signs are unconstitutional.